So, excuse me for crying. I have been really grieving the Holy Spirit a lot. Um, don't know what this dream means, but I know that, something is coming. So, last, or I want to say early in the morning, this morning, I had a dream. Um, just so people know, destruction is really on the way. It's about a corner away. I don't know where this world is going, but I've had too many visions and too many dreams, obviously not to say something. I say it every time when the Lord tells me, go ahead. So I have this dream where it's a normal day, and then all of a sudden the sky starts changing colors because there's like all these jets or UFOs. They're in the sky. They're changing colors, and everybody's looking at it like, what in the world is that? All of a sudden, the sky goes to black, and it's like it's not pitch dark in the world, but it's dark. It's dark, but it's that type of dark where you could see things still. So the minute that it goes dark, and this is day and night for 3 days, um, there's people breaking in the cars. There's people breaking in the houses. There's just destruction. There's violence. There's shootings. There's just so many things that people are getting away with. Like, it's so much darkness in this world. So I happened to see an elevator because that same day I dropped my kids off at whatever childcare it was. And I see this lady in the elevator, and she's frantic. She's having fear, and I'm like, don't fear. There's gonna be 3 days of darkness, and I tell her this. There's gonna be 3 days of darkness, and you just need to have faith. And I'm telling her this, and she just looks at me like, what are you talking about? Because she doesn't know that, like, this is all the works of the enemy. So we get out that elevator, and I run in to go pick up my kids, and I'm like, where is so and so? And they're like, oh, she's right here. And I'm like, wait, where's my son? And they're like, oh, he's not here. And then he's like, mom. So he runs to me. He gets out of there because they try to lie to me to keep him. And we end up making it to the elevators, and we go up to like the highest point because we're trying to make it home, but I don't know, for some reason we go up to the highest point. All of a sudden, when I get out the elevator, it's like just a square around us. So if I were to step off that ledge, I would fall, but there's like little areas for me to jump to. So all of a sudden, I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot my stroller, because I had a stroller. And I look, and my son, he falls somewhere, but he's hanging on to something, and I'm able to pull him up. And then I get my kids to like a safe platform, and I forget like to check the elevator. So I go back to check the elevator, and I try to jump over. My daughter jumps with me out of fear, and I don't see her jumping, and she falls through like a just a gap. So she falls safely for some reason, and she's looking at me. She's just looking at me. I'm saying, Rosa, because my son is standing there. He's of course he's terrified, but he's safe. But I'm like, my daughter. And she just, a car comes by and she's gone. So besides that part, because I know that was an attack of the enemy, like that right there, that part of the dream was like an attack. But everything else with the destruction and everything, because the devil will add, other things. God will warn you, and the devil can sometimes take a dream or take something just take a dream or a nightmare, and he can change that if you don't have like power over your dreams, whatever it is. um there's like something coming, and I woke up, I was shaking. And I told my husband, I was like, hey, he was like, what's wrong? Because he kind of woke me up out of my sleep as well. And he was like, what's wrong? And I was like, I had a dream. I was like, something is coming, and we have to pray because the enemy added some extra part to it. And when I told him about it, his eyes got big, and he was like, we're gonna do Bible study tonight. We need to at least do an hour or something. In these days, besides rebuking just the extra things that the enemy likes to add, I could sit here and envision just destruction. I don't know where this world is headed, but it's headed somewhere even more darker than where we are right now. Like, I don't know. And the enemy, he's coming for children, which is, now that I think about it, the enemy is coming for children and trying to kill the spirit of children off sooner than later. So it's important to pray over your kids. I pray over my kids every night. And the fact that my husband and I are able to come together after arguments, I know that the devil does not like that. He hates a marriage that is functioning, that has Christ in the middle. And he hates a parent who instills Christ in between, your relationship with your kids. So if you have kids, I'm going to say pray for them, pray over them. There's people in this world that put curses on children because if they can't get to you, they can get to your kids because it's an open door. And I'm just urging you to pray over your kids. It's important because if the devil can't get to your kids, he's going to get to you through your mind. It's a back and forth battle, and you need to pray over yourself. So I just thought that I would share that. If you don't know me, I'm a Christian artist. I don't only share my music because my music is not what makes up my faith with God. It's my worship that I share. But I'm also a prophet of the Lord. And it's not an easy gift to have. Sometimes it's so nice because I can just tell who has a pure spirit and who's just really of the Lord. And other times the Lord will give me a message to share, whether I like it or not. So guys, this is the time to pray because something really dark is coming. And I said this in a video maybe 2 weeks ago. Something is coming. That's all I have to say. So I urge you, if you don't know Christ, turn to him. Get under his protection while you can. While the door is still just a bridge. Peace, love, heart, God bless.